curious how many times the lead will change, or if it will change at all. I mean, I could see it changing multiple times.
I think Kristen has the advantage right now, and that seems like a gimme answer. Like everyone's like, duh, she's a favorite for everything.
I think she probably needs to come out really strong and not be chasing Ella. I think she does better when she's kind of controlling the game.
At the press conference, she said that's her only plan here. She doesn't care how she finishes. She just wants to stick to her game plan and not compare her game to anyone else. And if she does that, she will win. Ella also has a great sidearm game, but again, she can get a little bit nervous sometimes. She's still learning how to win because she is a newer player in the last couple of years. So she still is figuring out how to win a big event. And this would be her first big event.
It's gonna be, I don't wanna say hard to catch her, but she can control it if she plays smart and confident and tries to fight the nerves. Deann's been on tour for a couple years now.
She played more tournaments than anyone last year, so experience is definitely the key here.
She's really got a well-rounded game, backhand, forehand putting.
Also, she's just got this really relaxed, laid-back mentality on the card. You never see Deann getting frazzled.
I think she went 4 down, and is just keeping it super clean.
Owen is the most potentially dynamic player on tour. The aggressive flex game with the drivers is unlike anybody else. It's a 200-foot hole and she's pulling out a 12-speed driver, and it works.
She can make a putt from anywhere inside 100 feet. Like, count her as dangerous. It'll be interesting to see if anyone can pull ahead and maintain. You really don't know what to expect. Anything can happen at this course.
Hello and welcome to the 2023 final round of the Waco Annual Charity Open. It's Sunday, folks. And I don't know about you, but I feel like we just looked really cool.
I feel like, did we give you chills? We gave me chills.
We gave me chills for sure. Oh my God, Jomez, you guys do really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone's looking so cool.
Yeah, way to edit out the garbage.
Oh, okay. Well, just in case you don't know, I'm Madison Walker.
And I'm Erika Stinchcomb, and we're the two hoggies.
Honk. Yeah, it's the final day. We had some wind reverse from yesterday, but we've seen it before in practice rounds. Don't forget, 50% off at JomezPro.com. Ends tomorrow, so get it in tonight if you're going to. Yeah, we're super excited about this. I mean, I'm hyped.
It's tight at the top here. Every hole, like we said, birdieable. A little bit stronger winds today, sustained 15 at least, but pushing 20 all day. We're gonna start in a tailwind, and then eventually move into a headwind.
And look at that highest OB rate on hole 18, and that's going to be our finishing hole today. So let's see what happens. UDISC, we'll be following UDISC stats along the way. We appreciate you guys so much. Let's look at our lead card right now.
Yeah, Ella Hansen able to take the lead yesterday. Birdie rate of 42%. She's circle one in regulation 56% of the time. Crazy.
19% parked. I mean, that's unreal. And Kristen Tattar, the exact same. Both of them are just parking holes everywhere. And it looks like Kristen's putting the disc in the basket as well when she's in circle one. And that is
94%.
So important here.
Crazy. Kind of the scramble queen. Circle 1X putting. Actually a little lower than I would expect. Strokes gained tee to green though, 10. Wow. I think you were right to say she's a dynamic player and has a unique style that's very fun to watch.
And Deann also keeping it birdie. Third place in the birdie rate. I mean, that's so strong out here. I know she was keeping it in bounds as well. Let's see if she can maintain that for the rest of the final round.
Hole one, you have to throw through this little slice of OB, and then you kind of want to curve something to the right. So forehand is a really good play in the tailwind. You see some backhand turnovers, often a mid-range, sometimes a fairway. Sidewalk is OB to the left. The little wall of advertisements on the right is the line for OB. Sometimes you see the OB line off of that, but it's the actual wall.
So the wind started out as pretty ripping today, 15 to 20 mile per hour with some higher gust. Ella, not scared though, still taken to the sky and just putting it inside the circle.
Wow. Some crazy little bounce rolls.
We talked about that yesterday, how she takes lines that we will not see literally one other player in FPO taking.
Mm-hmm.
Kristen opting for the sidearm here. She's done that the last few days. The tailwind doesn't help as much, but it helps just enough.
Own, my favorite. I should actually make a fan club.
And look at that flex with a distance driver. Boom, inside the circle.
Wow, so good. Yeah, she's going destroyer on a 291-foot hole.
Duh. Deann, smoothie cakes. Oh, gets tangled up in that one guardian tree, but drops down safe. No problem. She'll take an easy 3 from there.
So I'm going to take a second here because I just learned about this. Deann just laying up.
Oh, no.
Have you seen the win probability on UDISC Live?
No.
It's like a new little tab, and they put Kristen Tattar winning almost 70%, even though Ella has the lead to start. Ella has like a 15% chance of winning. So if you have UDISC, check that out. It's so cool. There's like a little graph of how it changes throughout the round too.
And I bet it changes a lot here, as you can see, even just in hole 1 already, some woes. Deann leaving it short. She's going to have to settle for bogey at best. Kristen with a roll away, but still saving the par. Deann, a bit of a tester headwind. Nice.
Yeah, good bogey save.
A great knee putt from Ella for the birdie, and that's a way to start out the day.
Yeah, we didn't see quite as hot of scores yesterday in the opposite wind. This is the same wind we had the first day. Ella shooting a 3 down yesterday. Kristen Tattar only shooting even after starting 9 down the first day. The scoring separation and spread on this course is just crazy. So much can happen.
Yeah, and just between yourself, there can be like 18 strokes of scoring separation between round 1 and round 2.
That's true.
From your own score. Hole 2, a short par 4, 531 feet. We had a tailwind, so we'll get to watch everyone go to Crush Town. You can land anywhere you want in this big old fairway, except for across that cart path or that sidewalk on the right-hand side. You want to avoid the Brazos. As you get towards the basket, it pinches a little bit tighter with the out of bounds. We'll see some mid-ranges. Forehand is ideal for this approach.
Ella, I believe, going DD3. That's a really solid shot. Good ground play, and even hitting the tree, she's still in a decent area to approach. Likely a sidearm from there. Own going low over stable flex, another destroyer.
Probably hoping for a little more ground play, but that grass is thick and lush.
I think a little lower than Own wanted there. And Kristen with a rive. Oh, hitting that tree.
That's going to check her up only about halfway down the fairway.
Yeah, birdie's still in play from there, though.
Mm-hmm. About 275.
Deann throwing the Deann Carey Founder's Curl.
Peering the line.
Absolutely.
Right dead center. This plate is the easiest hole of the day. Nice little starter hole.
A little bit awkward for Kristen with this tree right in the way. She's going forehand flex.
Ooh, and that is a scary shot with this tailwind.
Yeah, she didn't turn it enough. She's going to skip OB and have 40 plus feet and a little tree to deal with.
Very interesting shot selection there because it was ripping pretty good on this hole, and that looked like a really overstable disc.
I think that was the only way she could get there, though.
Yeah, makes sense.
Own getting almost to circle's edge with her forehand approach. Maybe just inside, actually. And Deann way up here.
Yep.
Crushing past the big arms. She's just going alpha copperhead, forehand touch shot. Beautiful.
Ella with a standstill sidearm chip as well. So far down there, she's just outside the bullseye for her birdie.
Here's Kristen to save par. Whoa. Guy almost fell in the river. Wow.
She's running it.
Yeah, but early left. Airball. Own for birdie. Maintains her balance. And 2 for 2 start from Own.
Kristen coming back for bogey, double bogey. Nice. No, bogey.
Yeah.
Single bogey.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Short par 4.
Yeah, early mistake, though. And Ella's right there for the birdie.
Nice, easy birdie from Deann. Carey. 46% of the field getting a birdie
Nice.
on hole 2. And Ella's one of them.
Stretching out that lead to 2 strokes.
What a start. Nice and confident. Own chasing as well. We know she likes to win. How many wins did she get last year? I mean,
I don't remember, but
she
I
won
know
frickin'
that she was
everything.
on the podium, I think, more than anyone else besides Kristen.
Yep. And then at the Masters events too. Like we
Yeah.
don't talk about those
I
enough,
know.
but she won a bunch of Masters events.
She's a killer.
Yep.
Hole 3 is a par 3, 320 feet. The Park Service added a few little baby trees on the right. There is a sidewalk OB right, but it's pretty difficult to find. There are several different lines. You usually see a straight shot that fades at the end going around, but there are some gaps on the left you can choose with a flex shot or a sidearm. This is the typical play.
A little pushing hyzer. Gets into circle 1. Ella's so good at that shot.
Yeah. Understatement.
Own opting for the sidearm flex here and doesn't quite get over the hill, but she'll have an up and down for par.
Deann overturns this. Looks like she'll get pin high, though. And then some.
Yeah, that was absolutely crushed, but it is just outside circle 2 right.
Good opportunity for Kristen here. Try to put it close.
That looks great.
Yeah, it's her tournament fortress.
Oh.
Dang it.
Man, that was going to finish so nicely. This played as the second easiest hole of the day, so 2 and 3 being friendly.
Yeah, they're a little easier in the tailwind. But it's going to make, 13 through 16 that much more difficult. Coming back in the headwind later.
Man, almost a quarter of the field taking birdies on this. That blows my mind. It's a good one to get, I feel like. It's a tough line to get to push forward, especially uphill. Kristen and Deann just chipping up, settling for par. Ella for birdie, though.
Wow, coming out swinging.
Boom.
Jeez.
3 for 3, come on.
Yeah, turkey. Okay. I do think Kristen has the advantage when we get in the woods, though. She just has such tight control over her shots.
It's like, yeah, it's hard to say because Ella does have the sidearm too.
Yeah.
But yeah, she does rely on some height.
Which is harder to do. There's a lot of tunnels in these woods.
She likes throwing those lower speed discs. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Own, Deann, and Kristen with pars, and Ella with the solo birdie there.
Stretching that lead out to 3 strokes, and our lead card is holding on to their positions in the field.
This looks perfect. Off the basket. Now it's rolling. It's headed for the OB. This needs to sit. Oh my goodness. It's safe. Right on the line. She's going to have about a 30-foot putt for the win. Okay, here we go. The putt is up. Boom, it's in. Strong side with authority. What an incredible moment. Yes!
Hole 4, par 4, 444 feet. This is the first woods hole, and it doesn't necessarily greet you with wide open friendly arms. This first shot, you want to throw a overstable mid or putter, something that will get way down there and ideally finish on the left-hand side, setting you up for your second shot to be a nice little turnover or a forehand up to the screen. It's really hard to get to this basket, though, because of how sharp the curve is, and then you have to finish a little bit straight. The river is just beyond the basket with a drop-off, so it makes for some sketchy putting.
Ella up first. I believe she's going with her Lux Link, and that's a really good shot with even better ground play.
Yeah, that's great.
She is putting birdie in play here.
She might even be able to take that inside route, which makes it straightens out the line a little bit.
Curious to see what Own does here. Not really able to play the flex and instead just goes a straight pushing shot and gets even farther than Ella.
Wow.
Let's go, Own.
I feel like we could have seen Own doing like a crazy distance flex sidearm too.
Yeah. You never know with her. Deann going wide outside route.
Seems like it works great.
It's a little harder to attack when you're on the right side of the fairway, though, on the second shot. These are all fantastic drives, though. And a verdict from Kristen, just squeaking by the tree. Also looks amazing. I bet these are the best 4 drives, like the best group of 4 drives all day.
Definitely.
I bet significant money. Significant. Can't put a dollar amount on it, though. I don't know.
Deann not quite turning it enough, but landing right there on the edge is no big deal. She'll be able to have a look for the par save. Ella opting for that inside gap sidearm, something straight. She gets down to circle 1, but she's going to have some stuff to contend with over there for the birdie putt.
Kristen with a luxurious, nearly straight shot here.
Gives it some height, checks up on the tree inside the circle, and gives a nice little spirally to right outside the bullseye.
This hole is brutal. These ladies
It can
are
be.
just, yeah.
This looks
making
easy.
That's how you know you're doing good stuff.
Owen gets a big flare skip, but hopefully it checks up.
Yeah, that that really fast is kind of biting her there on that ground play.
Man, they really are making this look so easy. This hole averaged at a half stroke over par, the third most difficult hole on the course.
For birdie, a little low.
40% of the field taking a bogey or worse. And Ella taking a birdie.
Wow.
Like what?
4 for 4?
What a start.
Who are you? She is gunning for her first Elite Pro Tour win.
And I mean, to get the first 3, okay, fine.
But this one?
But this one also sandwiched on top of all 3. And then Kristen's like, watch this, I'm going to match as well and birdie the third hardest hole.
What a sandwich.
Nice comeback putt from Owen for par. A little tap in for Deann.
2 out of 4.
Unreal.
Man, 2 birdies. I'm blown away. How many other people birdied this hole today?
There was 15% birdie, so there was 8 overall.
Wow, that's great.
Yep, we got to watch 2 of them. That's the highest it's been so far this week.
Yeah, everyone chomping at the bit trying to get them birdies. Hole 5 is an uphill par 3, 264 feet. You want to throw usually a backhand, I think is the better play, kind of flip up, gentle turn. If you can air it all the way there, great. If you can land at least halfway up this hill, it usually gives you some favorable ground play to give you a putt. The magic hill, as we call it.
Let's see if the magic hill's activated for our lead card. Ella's aiming right for it.
This is an MD1.
Oh, not as magic as we like, but I think she's inside the circle. It's going to be a funky stance,
Man,
but it's
a
doable.
foot or 2 higher, and I think it would have skipped her up there.
Yep.
Magic Hill can only do so much, people. And Kristen going Claymore. like she has every round. Gets, I think, inside the circle, down the hill a little bit. Own with a shrike overturned. Not a bad mistake to make, though. She actually might even have a look over there. Ooh, this is... okay. Good kick.
I feel like the magic hill turned on some sort of vortex to the right. Everyone's trying to go over there.
I don't know. I think that's the easiest mistake to make as you try to flip something up.
Mm-hmm.
Deann with kind of a misfire there, but that tree keeps her fairly close.
Oh, Own went in a lot earlier than I thought. She's just kind of pitching up here for par. Oh, no. Deann having to do the same. She doesn't really have much. She ended up deep in those woods, and she's going to have to settle for bogey at best.
Yeah. Ella just inside. Can't get them all, turns out.
So strange to play in the woods here and have this wind.
Yeah, that's true. We haven't really felt the wind in the woods. Oh, there we go.
No problem for Kristen, though. Just looking calm and collected. Deann, unfortunately, adding another bogey to the scorecard.
She seems to be in good spirits, though.
Always.
Own with the par. So Kristen and Own now tied at 10 down. Ella with 4 strokes.
Green, 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 green.
Deann dropping back a bit to a tie for 5th.
I just don't think we've ever seen someone go 4 for 4.
I really
at
wanted
Waco.
to see her get 5.
Yeah, I mean, that blows my mind. Hole 6, 267, one of the shorties on the course. Sidearm is probably the best play here, but you can go with a backhand turnover as well. If you're going to error short right here is fine on either side. If you're going to go early, just don't. There's nothing to work with. This is one that everyone's wanting to get. It averaged at even par for the field, middle of the pack for difficulty. This is just one you don't want to bogey.
Kristen really sticking to her game plan. Lucid verdict forehand. That looks really good. Really, really, really good. That's almost an exact copy of her shot in round 1.
Just the disc speed coming in. She's not like hitting the bottom. Like she's
perfect
literally,
control.
Yeah, just spinning right up next to it.
Someone with too much time on their hands, put round 1 and round 3 together, like side by side.
We want to see it.
Yeah.
Spend your time.
For my satisfaction. Ella's really early.
Yeah, and it's fine up at the top of the hill there, though. She'll probably have a fairly straightforward approach. We'll see what they have to work with. Own in a similar area.
Deann going backhand.
Ooh, love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Alpha BB6.
God, that's so good.
So good.
Such a touchy shot.
This is one of my favorite lines to hit perfectly with a backhand. It's so satisfying.
Little turnover?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yep. Ella's not trying anything crazy. She just lays it right up.
Own, maybe giving this a run.
Always. Just a little short.
She stays pretty close, though.
%25 of the field getting a birdie on this one and 25 getting a bogey. Really nice scoring spread on this little shorty of a hole. Just tough enough. Deann with a tapping birdie.
Yeah, wiping away both bogeys of her round with an immediate birdie. Great bounce back. Ella with a par.
And Kristen adding some green. Going 3 in a row now. Turkey?
Yeah, overtaking Own. Creeping up on Ella, excuse me. Let's see. Paige Shue having a great round, 2 down so far. Deann dropping back to 5th. Anniken Steen, Sarah Hokum. Let's see who else we got. We got a lot of people. Just a few under. Look at Holly Finley.
Wow.
7 down through 12. Jeez.
That's making a huge jump. Macy Vela Diaz, Holland Hanley. Look at her 5 down. Everyone's coming out on Sunday and shooting.
Yep.
Hole 7, 429. The tee shot is the trick here, just getting out this gap. There is a Mando on the left-hand side that's pretty early. You'd have to really shank to miss it, but it's possible. If you get out in this field, you have a really nice straight shot through all of these little sticky trees over a little gully to a nice sloping green where your disc has a nice backstop. There's a lot of options here on that approach, but the drive is pretty simply a backhand.
Or a really cool flex forehand.
Yeah, you'll see some flex forehands from some crushers.
So Kristen was a bit high and gets a little bit of a kick, but she's out of the tunnel, and birdie is still in play.
Smoothie cakes from Deann, but doesn't quite get out. That's a great place to lay down, though. She could even still recover for birdie there.
Possible. Probably a forehand's the easiest way to get there, though.
Ella a little early as well, but sneaks through.
No, it's fine. She's in a great position.
Lots of ground play. She puts so much spin on the disc.
Yeah, always.
Owen checking up. Oh, almost before the corner, but she gets tangled up in some little shrubs.
All right, Deann going backhand turnover. Wow.
Wow. Giving herself
Sweet.
a putt. Man, that was such a great shot.
So good.
There was a pretty ripping tailwind too, so it's great to see her getting that to hold over just before it gets to the green.
Mm-hmm.
Kristen, sidearm, green. Wow.
Jeez. To go 4 in a row here.
Words.
We're just going to make noises for the rest of the round.
Ooh. Owen still opting for the sidearm. I do like this play. She's a little
Not
early.
bad.
Yeah, circle 2 land. Very steep uphill putt.
Ella in prime position here. Overturns it.
How stable is
What?
that doggy? It flattens out nicely.
There are some windows over there. She's close, but she could be pretty blocked. Not quite able to give it enough to give it a real run.
I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but this is such a steep
It's so
uphill.
steep.
The stairs are huge.
And it's a tailwind too, so it's just really hard to give your disc the height.
Then there's the big germ stairs on the left.
I think Deann caught that little branch just in front of her. Kristen for 4 in a row.
Test putt. Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a scary putt, especially with that boggy puddle.
She doesn't look scared.
She doesn't. She looks so calm.
Yeah.
Ella, definitely with some trees.
I think there's a little window here based on the one time I landed here. Yeah.
Yeah. Another birdie for Ella. Look at that. Bogey free. 5 down.
5 down so far. Yeah.
Through 7.
And that was an important one. You know, keeping a 3-stroke barrier in between her and Kristen Tattar, who's maybe the scariest person to have chasing you. Maybe, I don't mean literally, but she actually probably would be very intense if she was literally chasing you.
For some reason, I think she probably runs fast.
Yeah, like it looks very intense while she does it. Yeah. Anyway, disc golf. Here are some scores. Shortest hole on the course at 213 feet. Hole 8 is a par 3. Just a dead straight tunnel with the basket placed just a little bit on the right side, and then a right to left sloping hill that's very dangerous, especially if you leave your disc a little bit short and then have a putt. It's decision time. Forehand and backhand are probably an equally used play. He's going to drift down the hill a little bit too much.
Yeah.
But it checks up.
Yeah, something catches it. There's a lot of things to work around for putting down there, but it's doable.
I think the best way to do this is to throw it into the ground just before circle 1 and try to get just a little bit of a skip.
The forehand's good because you don't have to turn your back to the fairway, but Erika said it before, the backhand super straight shot is the best way to get there and give yourself a
It just sits softly like this and usually stays closer. That was beautiful from Own.
What disc was that? Well, I loved that.
It says Star Strike, but
There's no way.
I think it was a Rock 3.
Okay.
Actually, I think her disc list is a little mixed up. Deann with a great shot as well with that Alpha BB6. It was not. There's no way it was a strike.
If anyone would throw a strike on this hole, it would be Own.
Yeah, it's true.
Ella just pitching up, not going to mess with that hill. Kristen with the birdie putt.
Yeah, she did get stopped by that little tree there. A little high right, but it sticks. 5 in a row. God.
I know, keeping it interesting. I mean, Ella got 4 in a row, and like Kristen's like, not to be outdone.
Like that doesn't feel good enough almost.
God.
11 championship Sunday. Very exciting golf.
Own adding some green to her front 9 as well. Bogey free. Ella also no red on that scorecard as well as we head into the last hole of the front 9. Just a 2-stroke margin now after that little shorty.
Between all of them. Deann moving back up to a tie for 4th.
Oh, hole 9. The turning point of the course and mini scorecards. 519 feet. You think just go 100 feet per shot and you get your par. But that's just not how it works out here. There's so many woods. There's so many precarious situations. Ideally, you get at least your second shot down here into this bowl, so you're able to throw something up to the green. A forehand is great. Backhand is sketch. But if you do filter out by the green, there's some room to work on the left side for putting. This hole's terrifying, but also awesome. I really enjoy playing it and watching it, but a lot of stuff can happen here.
This first shot just sets the tone of the entire hole. I mean, Kristen is now in a hardcore scramble mode. I'm trying to think. I think yesterday she was early too and managed an amazing par save.
I mean, was that a distance driver? She's going big, it looks
St.
like.
Pro.
Okay. Not huge, but still.
Yeah, fairway. You know who's going huge?
Own.
This is a Star Strike, and that's so close to being perfect and getting all the way down the hill. There are routes from where she is. That's not a horrible place to land.
And like I said, if you can get into the bowl in 2, you're doing just fine. Deann with a nice looking shot, keeping it nice and low, so if it does catch anything, it won't go far, but it doesn't matter because it's perfect.
That's gorgeous. Bravo Frio. That's the disc. It's not like a compliment. Ella with a really good shot.
Compliment in
as
a different
well.
language.
Yeah.
Dude, Ella just piping it too.
Yeah, that was, I think, an MD1. Kristen really stretched out, working that sidearm Anheuser. What a pretty shot.
No way. Gets to the...
Use your words.
The camera work does not do how hard that shot is justice.
Really? Because I said that was a great shot yesterday and you weren't that impressed.
That one was better.
Fine. Deann going inside gap with a really great forehand of her own. That should be an easy birdie, hopefully. Fantastic play from Deann.
Oh my God, that shot just blew my mind.
Yeah, it was so good. Own having to go high above all the branches in front of her. She's in the bowl.
Tucked a little more right than you want to be.
I was going to say it's either a turnover or a forehand. She's going standstill.
Oh,
that's close.
So close.
Own looking at a par now.
Ella, so far down there. She might even be able to wrap the corner on her second shot.
Yeah, she's sitting right about where Deann is. Kristen's third. Forehand harp. This is a tougher shot than it looks.
Really, it really is. There's some corner trees right before you get to the green on the right-hand side of the gap that get in your head. So you could see how Kristen was trying to flex something, and it caused her to kind of tug it and be a little bit more inside grip locked. She's got this shot dialed. Puts it up on the green.
Beautiful.
I think that's going to be bogey at best now, right? Or no, is that for par? That's for par.
Yeah. Yeah, she had that amazing second shot, remember?
Honk. Deann's third, up to the green.
Ella looking to take another stroke on Kristen. Maybe 100 feet left, 110.
Ooh, she juiced
Goes
it
a little
little.
long. It's easy to do that. These little vines can definitely get in the way on the putt, even though it's only about 20 feet. Owns fourth. Just trying to take an easy par. Does something similar, but stays closer. Deann for birdie.
Look at this little framed up putt. The force field holds it left. Ooh, Ella with a little window.
Yeah, she's tucked in there, though. It's not easy.
Just a little low. She'll have to settle for par.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Deann and Ella had really perfect first two shots. Kristen with a great scramble.
Yep, really great recovery. There were 2 eagles on the day. Jessica Weiss and Hannah Hune both taking 3s.
Win.
Sorry, thank you. Old habits die hard.
Yeah, that's a really great 3. All right, looking like a star par to round out the front 9.
That's not bad on 5.
No, not at all. Ella with the 2-stroke advantage over Kristen. Kristen, 2-stroke advantage over Own. 2-stroke advantage over Deann.
Deann sliding down into 5th place, but probably in a little bit of a tie.
But getting herself under par for the front 9, that's important.
Paige Shue, in solo 4th place. 3 down through 10.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Anakin, Steen, Sarah Hokum, and Lisa Fakis, and Macy Vela-Diaz, all in the 3 to 4 range under par.
Quite a bit of movement still.
Yep, holding strong in the top 10.
Yeah.
Look at that tie for 9th. What's that, a 4-way tie for 9th? I mean, it's anybody's ball game. This is crazy.
Yeah.
They could all jump up 3 strokes.
Well, we have 9 holes left.
Yeah.
For the championship here in Waco. Can't wait.
Yep. The wind is headwind all the way back, so a lot of action on the back 9 holes. A lot of score separators out there as well. Again, birdie every hole, bogey every hole. Thanks to the Founders Club. We appreciate you guys so much. We'll see you guys on the back 9. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb, and we're the 2 hot geese.
Honk.